John for the rest of your life, but you have a one-shot opportunity to honor John Janaveris, the hockey player. And I was covering the game for the Free Press. Vogel Arena was packed. It was like 1,600 or 1,700 people in that place. And there's a picture in the book of some game action, and you can see the people just standing. I mean, they were just packed in there. And it was the most remarkable hockey game I've ever seen, Brian. Mankato West won 3-1, and the shots were about even, which is a miracle in itself. But the Mankato West goalie, Shane Radcliffe, who was a sophomore and came into the season having no varsity experience whatsoever, his goals against or save percentage during the year was about 82%, which isn't very good.
No.
And plus, he wore glasses. He had severe astigmatism. He took his glasses off at the game, but he was so spot on in that game. The Larson kid threw everything that he had as a goal scoring machine at him, and Radcliffe stopped every puck. And I remember after that game, down in the locker room near the Mankato West locker room area, Mike Carroll is overcome with joy and pride. there was two locker rooms on each side, and the one in the Mankato West locker room was empty, and Carroll was in there crying his eyes out. He was so proud. So he steps to address his team. And, of course, the West kids are just beside themselves with euphoria. They're just flushed with hero's blood. They just can't believe they've done this. They bring Mrs. Janaveris and Linda Janaveris in to get the game puck. They give it to her. It's just so powerful, emotional moment. One of the most powerful moments that I've ever seen in my life. And the fact that New Ulm was so good and Mankato West was so bad makes the story what it was. And, I interviewed Coach Monaco this past summer, and I talked about that game, and he told me that his wife told him after the game, she said, I don't think we were meant to win that game. And the New Ulm goaltender, Josh Redka, I think succinctly summed up why Mankato West won and why New Ulm lost. Josh told me in 1997 the Scarlets were playing for more than the scoreboard. There was something else, fueling their desire other than winning a hockey game. I thought that nailed it.
Scarlet Ice, the story of Minnesota High School hockey player John Janaveris and the team he loved. Roger Dier is with us, and it sounds right. This really had a major impact on you. And Brian, I'm an emotional guy, and writing parts of this book were very difficult. Let me ask you, were there times where you thought maybe you shouldn't write them? Was everybody receptive to the idea of writing the book? John's
parents, Basil and Linda Janaveris, I approached them about a year after their son died and told them, I was thinking about doing a book, and they were receptive to it. They gave the physicians that worked to save their son's life permission to talk to me. And the chapters where John is at Emmanuel St. Joseph struggling for their life, I tried to bring the reader into the CCU room, and several readers have told me that I accomplished that. It's very powerful, and you feel so bad for the parents and the boy and all the physicians after they stopped trying to bring John back after an hour. They were all weeping.
Scarlet Ice. Roger, let's take a quick break. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes. Scarlet Ice, the story of Minnesota High School hockey player John Janaveris and the team he loved, involving that meningitis outbreak as well in Mankato, mid-90s. Roger Dier is our guest, and Roger, by the way, will be having a book signing tomorrow. That's tomorrow, correct, Roger?
Yes, tomorrow.
We'll talk more about it. We'll come back and talk about that, but book signing coming up tomorrow at Shields, and we'll continue right after this here on 860 KNUJ.
Ford has redefined what a pickup is all about. Hi, this is Zach Brown of Chuck Spath Ford in Sleepy Eye in New Ulm. I want to invite you to take a test drive in the new F-150. Ford has taken their tough, award-winning F-150 and incorporated a suspension designed for the new car ride. Add to that all the comforts of a luxurious car, and you get a vehicle that can handle whatever you need. The Ford F-150. Built Ford tough, built Ford smooth, built Ford quiet, built right.
Hello, this is Kevin from Kevin's Repair Auto Sales and Collision Center of Leavenworth. We do mechanical repair as well as auto body repair and glass replacement. We also have some late model used cars as well as some classic cars for sale. So give us a call at 507-794-2348 for all your automotive needs.
Goddig and Ruddy Limited in Sleepy Eye are your personal and business tax experts. Whether it's personal financial planning, estate planning, or elder care, Goddig and Ruddy have the experience you need. Small business accounting, payroll, or new business formation, Goddig and Ruddy can help. Does tax preparation make you nervous? Did you forget to file last year? With Goddig and Ruddy, your first consultation is always free. Call 507-794-6661. 507-794-6661. Goddig and Ruddy Limited in Sleepy Eye.
In this increasingly complex marketing environment, it's hard to know if you're making the right choices. Grain Price Protection Services from WFS can provide you with an individual, innovative marketing risk management program designed to help you make the right decisions. For more information about how your farming operation can benefit from Grain Price Protection Services, visit with a WFS Grain Marketing Advisor or call 800-657-3282. WFS, working for farmers' success.
Wall Street bailouts, $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small-town community bank, but we're big on you. Nicollet County Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
Small-town community bank, but we're big on you.
AM 860 KNUJ opening market report coming up in just a few minutes. With us today, Roger Dier, the author of the book Scarlet Ice, the story of Minnesota high school hockey player John Janaveris and the team he loved. And, Roger, now, as we were going to the break, we mentioned a book signing coming up. Tomorrow you're going to be, at Shields, correct?
Shields All Sports from 11 to 3. The book's also available at Play It Again Sports over in Mankato.
How long has the book been out, Roger?
Been out a month today, Brian.
Okay.
It's a happy anniversary. And the book's available also at Scarlet Ice, and you can also get it on Amazon.com. Probably get it cheaper on Amazon. Brian, if I may, there's a hockey guy from New Ulm that's having a benefit. Mike Menard has had some major surgeries and some extended stay in some CCU units in Rochester. And on Sunday, January 29th at St. Paul's Church at 200 North State in New Ulm, they're having a benefit for Mike. Mike and Wendy Markgraf Menard are hosting. This is from 12:30 to 5 p.m. So Mike coached hundreds of kids in New Ulm in the 80s and 90s. So if you have some time on Sunday, January 29th, stop in at St. Paul's from 12:30 to 5 and show your support for Mike and Wendy.
Roger, before we let you go, as you mentioned, it's been out about a month, and have you been hearing from a lot of people that have had a chance to read the book?
Yeah, yes, I have, and a lot of people told me it was an emotional read, and I think they're moved by it, and I'm happy about that. It is a moving story. It's a Minnesota story, really, and hockey is I love the way Minnesota loves hockey, and I think people who know hockey and who may not know hockey would I think they will enjoy the read, and a lot of people told me once they got started they couldn't put it down. So I think that's a good thing. In the book, I'm sorry, Brian.
I was just going to say, going back, and we were talking about the game and the Scarlets winning that game. Did you realize it at that very moment that, you were part of a special, you witnessed a very special event?
Yeah, I think so, and I thought there might be a story there, and then after I found out what the team captains did after the day of JJ's funeral, the team captains told after the little luncheon they told the team to go. We're all going to meet at Stoltzman Road Rink and play hockey, and after I heard that, I knew there was a story there. The Grabanowskis really came into their own after their teammate died as leaders of that hockey team, and that's when I knew there was a story here.
Scarlet Ice, the story of Minnesota high school hockey player John Janaveris and the team he loved, and now the book is available again where? Shields All Sports in Mankato, Played Again Sports in Mankato, ScarletIce.com or at Amazon.com, and if any of your Noam listeners buy the book, they'll be pleased with a section of the bibliography called Notes on Noam, and I talk about some of the early days of Noam hockey in the 70s when the Eagles were playing outside, and sure.
And they were just tremendous. I think the club went, it was 51-14, playing practicing outdoors and playing indoors. Just some marvelous athletes that played on those teams. So I wanted to get that in the book, and the editor thought it would work best in a bibliography. So there's about 6 pages on the history of Noam hockey.
And Scarlet Ice is the name of the book again. What's next for you, Roger?
Well, after this interview, I'm going to put the phone down and.
I mean, what's not literally, but I mean, what? I mean, are you thinking of another book down the road?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm thinking of a couple of different things. I really haven't, decided what I'm going to write. Writing is it's a long process. Some parts are fun to write about. Some parts were mundane. There's a lot of research involved. I'm not one of these high-profile writers that have research teams to go find facts for them. I do all my own research, and so I think another one is coming. Maybe maybe the next book might be an ebook, The History of the Friday Football Forecast. How's that?
Be about a page long, huh? Roger, we have to go, but it's been a real pleasure visiting with you. Thanks for being with us today.
All right, my friend. Best of luck to you in 2012.
Take care.
Bye.
Roger Dier with us today here on 860 KNUJ. We need to get the opening market report from the Minnesota Farm Network. That's next.
If wedding